Hey, I've been up since 5 a.m. yesterday.
We left Las Vegas, drove 250 miles to come here to Prescott, Arizona to investigate our fucking biggest investigation ever. This is the Brinkmeyer's house. Tony, I know you're excited, bro.
Oh yeah.
Hi!
Hi! Welcome to the Brinkmeyer house.
So, this is Cookie?
Yeah, I'm Cookie. This is my husband's family home, and it was built in 1898 and finished in 99. So it is 116 years old. So, been in the same family ever since. Welcome. Just stay here. Yes, I can be a good girl.
Wow. Wow, this is...
Yeah, this is the Brinkmeyer house, and it was built in 1898 and finished in 99. It belonged to my husband's aunt and uncle. So the Brinkmeyers had 3 children, Henry Jr., Marcella, and Caroline, and they had no grandchildren. My husband inherited the house when Caroline passed away. She was the last of the daughters. So it's a family home, and we enjoy it so much.
Thank you for having us here. I mean,
Oh,
thank you.
Wonderful.
I mean,
I'm glad you could come.
yeah.
You can feel that the family is here. In fact, right now I have goosebumps because I know they're here. I have experienced many situations. I've felt them. There were signs where they've been here, and they protect the house. And
You do feel that there are still spirits?
yeah, They're still with me. I can feel. Actually, everybody does. They are looking after all of us.
Oh.
Yeah. This was the old hotel, which burnt down in the fire of 1900.
What is that? Is that 15 cents?
15 cents, yeah. The biggest loafers in town. That shortcake. This was my husband. He passed away last year. His name was Herman Brinkmeyer. He was a football hero. He was the fastest runner in northern Arizona. Anytime anybody would come over, even if they saw it 100 times, he'd say, "Let me show you something," and he'd bring them in here, and they'd say, "Okay, Herman, okay." But he really enjoyed that. This is my husband's grandmother, Josepha Music. They had her wake in the house.
In the house?
In the house. They laid her out in the parlor. Right in there. And then we're going to go upstairs. This is Caroline's. This was her room. Right after Caroline passed away, I slept in her room. I was laying in bed. Then all of a sudden, I had my back turned, and I felt somebody put their hands on the bed, and it was like, it kind of scared me a little bit.
You believe it's Caroline in this room that
Oh yes, definitely.
Alright, Tony, we're gonna have to mark this room.
Our bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the clawfoot tub. It's the original tub.
I would never be able to fit in one like this. I wouldn't be. No,
Hop
no.
in. Yes. Sit in it. Sit in it.
No.
Sit in it.
Sit in there.
Go ahead. Come on.
Sit in it.
Yeah, step in there.
See, you could fit in there.
See,
I've seen too many horror movies where things happen in tubs like this.
next we'll go into Henry Jr.'s room. But Henry Jr. was in this room.
Has anything happened in this room?
Yes, a lot. This was the most active room in the whole house. That's my husband's grandfather on his mother's side. Okay, now if you can see, there is an imprint on the chair, and it is a man's face. You can see the eyes, the nose. We believe it may be Henry Jr. or we believe it may be the grandfather. Some people have come in the room and they had to leave.
In this room?
Yes, they felt so much. They looked at the picture and they said, I can't be in here.
Were they touched or something, or
No, they felt it.
They could feel.
They could feel it. They said, I have to get out of this room. So I don't know what it was, but as soon as they looked at that, they left. They couldn't. Okay. This is Henry and Ina's wedding picture. Sisters married brothers.
Wow.
Yeah, my husband's mother and his aunt were sisters. His uncle and his dad were brothers. So they were Brinkmeyers, and the ladies were Music. Their last name was Music, M-U-Z-I-K, and they got together. So he was a double cousin to Caroline Henry Jr. and Marcella. This was Marcella's room.
Dude, dolls.
She was the youngest. This is Marcella right here. She was the youngest. There's Bibles, and they just never threw away anything. This is the spare room, and this is my husband here when he was a little guy. This is Ina and Henry, the owners of the house, and he came from Germany and she came from Hutchinson, Minnesota. These are from the early days, and they still have medicine in them.
Is that glycerin?
Yes. Look at that, and it still has it in it. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yeah. So, and then this is...
That's classic vapor stuff right there.
Scissors and stuff for keep yourself pretty. We'll go down the basement. Yeah. Here we're going down in the old basement.
Ooh, this is creepy down here. This is creepy.
This is the old furnace that has been here probably since day one. Yeah, it's got the tiles inside, and it burns in the, I don't like it. And we're going to go through here. We have, crawl spaces. So, and this was the old coal chute. We've sealed it off, and that's the Brinkmeyer house inside.
Nice. We're gonna have fun tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
So
you don't know what you're going to experience.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just overwhelmed right now. I mean,
Yeah.
But I thank you again for letting us.
You're most welcome. My
Nice
pleasure. I love showing the house. It's a treasure. It's a treasure.
Guess we'll see what we find tonight. Start beginning at midnight. Midnight sounds good, Tony? Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Okay, we're about to begin the spirit box session. We're going to introduce the new PSB 11 spirit box, and hopefully we get responses to all our questions tonight. I'm going to have Cookie help me out with questions.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm hoping we catch something. Any response? Hello, is there anyone that's in this house that would like to communicate with us right now? Are there any spirits in this house right now?
Well,
Hello?
Question.
You wanna? Yeah, well, yeah.
Am I the only one that kind of heard like a squeal?
I heard a lady.
There was something.
I heard a woman's voice the very first time. I heard a woman's
We both
voice.
looked
I
at it.
know, and then
Yeah.
the second time I heard some because I
Yeah.
went, because
Yeah.
I could hear it.
I
And
thought I
Like
heard
a
some.
woman's like it was not like a scary squeal. It was kind of like a joyful squeal or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
But quiet, like a whisper.
It was like a
Kind of.
squeal. It
I
kind
heard
of
it too.
freaked me out because I'm a skeptic. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
At each other.
I know
that was
it.
like at the very beginning, but I didn't want
Yeah.
to say anything because I'm a skeptic and I'm like,
Yeah, and I heard it.
Oh,
I
no,
heard
I've
it.
heard-
maybe if nobody else heard it, then I'm just
No,
No,
I heard it
I
too.
heard it too.
There was something,
Okay,
and
this is-
Henry's room was the most active. They said there's so much going on in there.
We'll set up upstairs.
That's the room.
PSB 11 Spirit Box session.
Caroline's room.
Caroline's room.
Caroline, are you there, honey? This is Cookie. Talk to me. I'm keeping your room.
Caroline, is it you here that just said something? Caroline, you could use this device right here to talk to us. Whoa. Caroline, could you come close to this device right here? Can you touch it for us?
Come on, honey.
Could you touch us, any one of us here? Are you okay that I'm here?
Here's a friend, Caroline. Please give me a sign that you're here with us right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys hear it?
Say hello.
Oh, dude, I just got.
Please talk to me. Here with me.
ice cold?
I'm cold right now, bro.
I'm feeling a little chilly
I'm
myself.
cold.
Please, honey. Please.
I don't mean, any disrespect or anything like that by being here. We just want to communicate with you. Cookie just wants to talk to you.
Yes, honey.
Herb, are you still in this house, in this room with us?
I heard stuff.
I heard stuff.
Oh, we both just sat here, just jumped right at the
I
same
know.
time.
You guys heard the hello?
PSB 11 Spirit Box session in Henry Jr.
Henry Jr. Brinkmeyer, his bedroom. And I slept in this bed one night, and I always sleep on my side, but I found myself in the middle of the night sleeping on my back, which I never do, with my arms back of me, and somebody was on top of me holding me down, and I couldn't really feel them, but I could see that they were there. And then I just went, and then they disappeared. And it happened to someone else too in another room.
Henry, we want to talk to you.
Henry, this is Cookie. Remember when you said that we were best friends in another life, and you arranged.
Oh,
the
shit.
camera.
That was on full battery.
That's full battery?
Mm-hmm.
What the?
They don't want you to.
Film. I'm feeling a little chilly, really.
You got that though, right, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Tony was recording.
You know what? I'm. Whew.
You alright?
Yeah, but I'm really feeling. Whew. Here in the house, honey. Like Henry arranged another life for us to meet. Because we are soulmates.
Yeah.
I'm so happy, sweetheart. Are you here?
Who are we speaking to right now? Can you say your name, please? Are you okay with me being here?
Yes, Kevin!
Kevin!
Oh my God!
Oh, I got chills now.
Oh my God!
I don't feel nothing.
Whoa!
Kevin!
So I'm freezing.
Oh my God!
Do you want me to leave?
Here with me. Show me a sign, please.
What was that?
I have something of yours in my hand.
What is this? This? What?
Bracelet?
Dude, I'm freezing. I keep freezing up back and forth. I mean, I keep getting chills.
I don't.
Why is Kevin getting chills right now?
Are you standing next to me? Take a break. Take a break.
I can't believe your name is clear. This could be Kevin. He's communicating with you. I can't believe this. And you're feeling chills?
Every time. I mean, they come and go. It's like gushes over there. They just keep. This is the most chills
See this?
I felt in any investigation.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 just back and
Yeah.
forth. This house.
Well, this room. When the others came, there was so much. In fact, he was going up and down the hallway while we were in here. Just pacing and pacing and
In the
pacing.
hallway.
Yes, out in the hallway, pacing.
We're taking a break right now, and this house is wow. We just finished a session, and Tony, how you doing, buddy?
Okay. I want to see you blow some smokes.
This house, no, I'm not doing that video.
Why not?
This house, dude, just too much.
Too much.
Too much. I don't know if I can sleep here.
It's just you're not used to that all at once, you see.
I need a beer after this.
Oh yeah, if the bar is still open.
The only shitty part is the bars here close at what time?
Like 1 to 2 p.m. I mean a.m.
Man, this house.